This is going to be a quick settings guide to go through Breath of the Wild and Cemu. This is just to get the best performance possible at the moment. Cemu is currently just for Windows, but they are working on a Linux version that should be out in the next couple months. But for now, this is going to be a quick guide to get you started with Cemu on SteamOS. So first thing, I want you to make sure that you have the latest update. This is the game update for Breath of the Wild. If you do not have this update, the game will not start, so make sure you get that. And then we're going to go over to the general settings for Cemu. Okay, so you want to make sure that you have a game path to in here. That's this is mine right here for Breath of the Wild. And then also make sure that you have it checking for updates. And then we're going to move over to graphics. Make sure your graphics API is set to Vulkan. This is going to give you the best performance over OpenGL. And this should already be filled out, the graphics device. VSync I have set to off. Async shader compile is checked, and full sync is checked. The upscale and downscale filters I have set to bilinear. And then the full screen scaling, I have it set to stretch. This keeps it from not having bars at the bottom and top of the screen. If you don't like that, you can just keep the regular aspect ratio. And then moving to audio, make sure you have X audio too. And then everything else should be left alone. And that should be it for general settings. Okay, now we're going to move over to input settings real quick. So right now I have it set to a Wii U Pro controller, and this is also using X input. This you can fill out yourself. It's pretty simple. You just click each little command and set it to whatever button that you want. There's nothing else really to cover on this. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, so now we're going to move over to graphics packs. So in here, and then let me move this out of the way. Okay, so we're going to go to Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. If that's not showing up, make sure you click Download Latest Graphics Packs. Okay, and then you're going to go to Mods first, and make sure that you have these two checked, Draw Distance, and then FPS++, make sure that's checked, and set to advanced settings. And then I have a frame rate limit set to 40 FPS. You can obviously change this to like 30 or 60 if you want to try that out. And then everything else I have it set to the default. And then we're going to go to Workarounds next. This is important because make sure you have all these checked just to prevent any crashes or pauses. Just make sure all these are checked. And then also make sure enhancements and graphics is checked. In enhancements, I have the clarity set to disabled, depth of field enabled, normal reflections, reflection range set to low, and anisotropic filtering set to ultra. And then in graphics, I have the aspect ratio set to 16:9. This just allows me to set the resolution here to lower than the native resolution of the screen. So I have it set to 960 by 540. If you set it to 16:10, it will only let you do the 800p. And then anti-aliasing, I have it set to normal, FXAA, medium shadows, and high shadow draw distance. And that should be about it. It should start up now. I'm going to go over here real quick and start it up. Alright, and there you have it. That is Zelda on Cemu on SteamOS. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. And if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thank you.